Hello, y'all. Welcome to my channel, Beauty for Ashes. I just talk a lot about the beauty that God has made from my ashes. Okay. Today, this video is really not about anything specific. Like, I feel like I just wanted to get on here and yap. I actually had some videos that I recorded during my fast and they deleted. So that's great. I love that for me. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. We're just gonna make some more content and keep rolling. So yes, I did just get finished with the Daniel fast. 21 days of prayer and fasting that I did with my church. Wow. I just sometimes still can't believe like how much God is still like changing me and, you know, bringing me out, because I just never thought that I would be at this place, period. And I say I'm surprised, and like sometimes I just can't believe it, because I'm not where I want to be yet, but I just can't believe that he is spending so much time on me. And this is something I have really kind of struggled with, I guess, is just understanding and believing that he chose me. And I feel like I have always known I was chosen, and I don't mean to say that in like a cliche way. I can't really explain it, but I just always felt like something was gonna be different about me when it came to my family. While I knew that my path was all like gonna be different, I still just look at what he's done in my life and how much he has changed me and like changed my heart. And I'm like, how? You know, I have been watching The Chosen. I'm on the last season, and that's not a show that I would have ever watched ever, but because I am where I am in my walk with Christ, I am so tuned in with the show, and I find myself crying, mostly because of how much like I resonate with the disciples and their, you know, Peter, he taught several like they asked God, like, why me? Like, how could you pick somebody like me? Matthew, so many of his disciples were just like mind blown and confused on how God, like, why would he pick them? It's something that I question for myself. Why me? Like, why would you want somebody like me to be on your team? And it's not that I was just like this terrible, awful person, you know, it's not that, but of how much I just lived in my sin and lived in my flesh. And I just remember the times that I was so mad at God and I questioned him and wasn't looking for him. I turned my back, and here we are. You know, like, he spends so much time on me, and I just can't wrap my head around it sometimes. So this fast, I broke my fast on Saturday. It was 21 days. I am just astonished at what it has done for me. Fasting is life-changing. So much came from that. I feel like this year is going to be the best year of my life so far. I just feel like the foundation was laid in 2025, and 2026 is going to be crazy. Like, he's gonna bless me in ways that I just couldn't even imagine. And so this fast, I learned so much about myself. I grew even deeper in my faith with him. It's so much, like, I don't know what happened during these 21 days, but it was like a whole new fire was lit in me, and I love it. I love it. I was having a conversation with somebody last night, and we were talking about, old friends and old relationships. And I was telling them I've lost so many friends and people. Like I don't really talk to anybody anymore that I used to, and it's not because like I'm mad at them or like I think I'm like better. It's not that. It's just my life has changed so much. My desires, the things I used to be interested in, like are just so completely different. I feel like people are uncomfortable like being around me now because they're used to this old Hannah, and I guess they feel like now I just don't do nothing but like, I don't know, preach the gospel. Like I'm like, if we hang out, I'm gonna like throw my Bible on the table and like start condemning them, and I just like that's not me. I'm still Hannah, even though I'm very different, and I'm not that Hannah, but I'm still Hannah, and like it doesn't have to be weird. Like I don't want people to feel like they have to be a certain person to be around me, because you don't. Of course, there are conversations that I don't want to have anymore, and conversations I don't want to sit in. Something that I have always prayed for since day one, since starting this walk, is just to find my community. And I'm so thankful that I found a new church that I am plugging into. I feel like they have already, it's been, I don't know, 4 months that I have been going there, and just how much better I feel being in that community now. I love it, and I'm glad that I'm able to get plugged in, and I just know that I'll be able to find my community there. So I'm really thankful. It doesn't really bother me, honestly, too much of how much I've lost since, growing in my faith, because whatever God has for me is better anyway, so it's okay. And I feel like it's no loss of mine losing people that want to see me in that old space. I just can't believe I'm here, and I can't imagine like not being in this space that I am with God. Like I just feel so different about everything, about life, and the things that I ask God for. Like I just want to be the best representation I can be of what He teaches and who He is. Thank God that there's not a spotlight or a hidden camera on me, because I'm not perfect, and I'm not this like person who never sins. I don't live in my sin anymore, and that's the difference. I feel conviction like crazy. There are just a lot of things in life that I don't do anymore because of how guilty I feel doing it. I have gotten to a point where I just want to live a life that's pleasing to God. And as I said, I'm not perfect. There are still things that I struggle with, but that's the thing about following Christ, is you will never be perfect, because then if you were, you would never need Him. So there are things that I fall short with. I'm just thankful that I have a God who is understanding, and He gives me grace. I struggle with giving grace to myself, but I'm learning how to give myself grace. I think people have kind of made their own like rules and version of what it is to be a Christian, and that's where we mess up. Everything that you need to know is in here. Like if it's in here, this is the truth. Not what you say, not what I say, not what somebody else says. This right here is everything you need to know. This is the truth, and it's hard. It can be harsh. It can be difficult. And I think that's why a lot of people stray from their walk, and that's why a lot of people don't want to participate, is because this holds you to a different level of accountability that a lot of us don't want to be held to. It's really important to me that I study this and just have as much wisdom as I possibly can. That is something I really want to work on for 2026, is retaining this and being able to tell people about it the right way, you know, especially people who don't really know much and they're wondering about the word in this religion. I want to be able to have the right answers. I never thought that I would want to do that and to tell people about Jesus. I just never thought that I would get to a point like this, and the fact that I'm just going to continue growing in my faith, just it's crazy to me. It really is, y'all. I say that in every video because I just never thought. I used to call people like that Bible thumpers, and here I am. God has just a really crazy, funny way of. I want to be the best representation I can be of Him. Like I said, this is really just a gap session, a debrief of my Daniel fast. I 10 out of 10 recommend fasting. Anytime you need guidance or you feel like you're straying away or you feel like you're not focused, you feel confused, like fast. I have gotten so many answers and like so much enlightenment from in these 21 days that I feel like my thought process has changed even more. So much to come this year. So much to come. Like I said, 2026 is going to be the best year I've ever had. And it's just going to continue to get better. I can't wait to just get to December 2026 and look back at these videos early in the year and say, yes, I called it. I knew God was going to do something crazy. Be encouraged. I hope that tugged at your heartstrings a little bit, and I pray that you find it in your heart to start growing that relationship for yourself. It can be hard and it can be uncomfortable, but it's just so rewarding. I don't regret this walk at all. It has done nothing but made everything about this life better. I pray for my loved ones daily that they find Jesus and they seek Him in a way that they just feel like they just don't even want to be apart from Him. Thank y'all for watching if you got this far. I will talk to y'all soon.
Who you want, don't want you, and who you miss you. You know, your tears are falling, you can't feel them.